All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this beautiful Tuesday morning? So far, we still got RKDA, which went all the way up to 890 in pre-market, but then it pulled all the way back down to the 730s. I'm still hoping some put options are available for this one, but I seriously doubt it. We'll see what we can get with that one. All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Let me mute these echoes here. Sound seems to be working okay. Yeah, in the overall market, we do have a drop right now. If you're in the scanner stream, go ahead and join the live trading stream as well. You can keep both of these streams up, but I'll post this link here. We're going to be trading live on the other stream here as well, so you'll be able to join both streams, keep one up for scanners, and then another one up for if you want to watch us day trade live and actually watch us trade the open. Yeah, the summer test drive is up for the summer test drive is going on right now for trade ideas, and you can try out trade ideas for a week for essentially $9, and so it's pretty cheap. If you want to check that out, I'll post the link here in the chat. Like I said, if you put in the code BT15, it'll get you 15% off beginner trade, or it'll trade ideas packages through trade ideas. What's up, guys? All right. Let's do this. All right, guys, we got both the streams up here. All right, so what we got this morning? We got RKDA. It's technically around break even. It's not gapping up too much on a percentage basis, but it did move before it fell down here. It went all the way up to 890s, as you can see here, and yeah, I mean, like I said yesterday, I really don't think this one's going to hold its gains, but I have no idea where it's going to head short term. It could continue to squeeze up short term, but I think over long term, it's going to come right back down to where it was. But we'll keep an eye on RKDA. Same thing with DCPH. I think this one has a better chance of holding its gains, but because of the significance of the move, this is probably positive data, some type of positive bio results. Is what I'm assuming here, just because the extent of this gap up is just huge. I mean, it essentially gapped up from around the lows all the way up to over the high of this past year, and basically $1 away from its lifetime highs. And so it went from its lows to its highs. It must have had some type of positive data. We'll end up looking that one up in a minute as well. But yeah, RKDA, DCPH, MU, GNW, we got Cron, AMD, Roku's moving, the SPY's gapping down some, we have DOYU, we have VFF, and so we have some movement here. What's up, Charles? AXGT, let's check that one out. Just not enough volume, and yeah, just not enough volume for me. I just don't like the amount of volume this one has. We also have JD. JD moving up. Mitch really likes trading this one, but if you look at JD here, that one's actually showing up. RYIV, if you like penny stocks, RYIV and YTEN. See, we got some movement here. We got some stuff to trade. BIOC, old school stock, DCPH. The TVIX, which is just an inverse volatility ETF that correlates negatively with the SPY. It goes the opposite of the SPY. It is moving with the SPY's volatility. Yeah, like I said, AMD, Facebook, Tesla, looking okay here. Yeah, so let me know what you guys see, what you guys like. What's up, Scott? Oh man, my kids go back to school tomorrow. Tomorrow, my kids are back in school. I can't lie, I'm pretty excited about it. I can't lie, I'm pretty excited about it, guys. Kids go back to school tomorrow. Alright. I'm gonna go grab my coffee, guys. I'll be right back. But yeah, so yesterday, apparently, even though I had a 35... so I got to go back to big size today, guys. So today, I will be using larger sizing. And the reason I say that is because yesterday I had a green day, but I ended it net down $2. I was up really it's like 60 cents is what I ended it down. It's something very minor, but it was a green day and I ended it green. But because I'm using such small of sizing, my commissions basically took away the gain, and that makes sense because I traded like 10 times yesterday, 5, 6, 7 times. And so commissions are going to take away a $35 gain if you trade 6 or 7 times. But I mean, I just yeah, I gotta work on that. I have to use larger sizing. I cannot just trade it small like I've been doing, and it's a process for me. But if you see me trying to trade small today, yell at me. I mean, I've made a ton of money in the last few months. I'm really happy with my trading. I've streamed it all live, so I can't fake any of it, and it's been a really fun few months. I think I've made like, I don't know, $1,500 in gross profits, probably around $900 in gross profit or in net profit in the last 30 days or so, and yeah, I just need to scale up now. If I could scale up, I think I'll be good. But I just got to scale up. I can't keep taking it super small like that because it's never gonna grow. My account's never gonna grow if I don't have the guts to trade with larger sizing, guys. So that's the thing I need to do today. I can be honest with myself about it and say that I need to scale up. I'll have to talk with Mitch, see if Mitch can help me out a little bit with that today. But yeah, it's a process for sure. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's a process for sure, guys. But like I said, if you see me trying to trade small with like 100 shares today, yell at me. I gotta trade big. I gotta scale up here. Yeah, DCPH looks all right. It looks solid. We'll see. We'll see what happens with some of these. Very interesting day for sure. All right, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my coffee really quick. Like I said, if you're in the scanner stream and you want to join the live day trading stream, I'll post this link here. We are live now. There's the link. If you want to join us, if you're in, like I said, if you're in our scanner stream right now and you want to watch me trade live as well, I'll post that link here too. All right, guys. So yeah, like I said, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get some coffee, and so I'll be right back. But yeah, guys, let me know how you like this new format we're doing. Luckily enough, I have two powerful enough computers to be able to stream both at the same time. One on my laptop, one on my desktop here. But let me know how you like the format. If you would like it to go back to how it was before, let me know. We can always switch it up. Whatever you guys want to see. I'll probably end up having everybody vote on it. But yeah, let me know. Yeah, DCPH is really, really interesting here. But yeah, JD's looking interesting. We'll go ahead and look up some news in a minute around 8. But let me know if you guys see anything else moving. But yeah, you can see my account. I'm still at around $500 in profits, but just Friday I actually had a gross profit green day, but in net profit I ended down. Yesterday I had a gross profit green day, but in net profit I ended down. And so what's that telling me is that I need to scale up a little bit. I think most of last week was a green week, but because of sizing issues, it just ended up keeping me about break even. I think I've lost like $20 in the last few days, just from commissions and net profit. And so that's the big thing I need to focus on now, is just scaling up in size. I need to use at least 300 shares, I think. Because at this point I'm used to kind of fluctuating. $30-$40 is fine with me, but I need to get up to the point where $80-$100 in fluctuation with green and red days is okay. Yeah, DCPH, very interesting stock. Like I said, I'm guessing this is, I really haven't looked the news up for this one yet. I'm guessing it is positive data of some sort, just because I can see pharma. It's a pharmacy. It's some type of pharmaceutical drug, a bio drug. And so with that, I'm sure it's some type of positive data that we can look at in a minute. Yeah, so I'm looking this one up for DCPH. DCPH, which is this one here. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, DCPH is right underneath me. DCPH is up because it had a phase 3 trial of its treatment of gastrointestinal stromal tumors, and it achieved its primary endpoint. And it says, quote, paving the way for the company to submit a new drug application, which is an NDA, to the U.S. FDA. So because of that, it went up a ridiculous amount here. Over 100%. 120% is what, 125% is what they are saying here. And this is from the Dow Jones Newswires. It says the primary endpoint of the study was improved progression-free survival, which is PFS, which is a key secondary endpoint of objective response rate, ORR, and it was not statistically significant. So, yeah, so should be interesting here. Here's the thing. I tend to think it's a little bit more bearish now. I know that may sound crazy, but I think the extent of this gap up, this thing's at $43 from $19. I think it's a bio drug and it had positive trial results, which should be a pretty significant thing. But is it 125% significance? I don't know. I really don't know. I think you'll probably see this one at least drop some in the next few days, but we'll see. I really don't think it's gonna hold these gains. I just don't. And so yeah, we'll see. I just don't think it's going to hold these moves. It's just too much. But that's just my speculative opinion. Who knows what this one's going to do, guys. Just be careful with it. We got Mitch coming in here. Yo, yo. All right, guys. So yeah, so we'll see what happens. Very interesting. Very interesting day for sure. On Robinhood, today another thing I'm gonna be looking at on stream today, guys, is I'm gonna be looking at some put options. What? Oh no. Why? Did I accidentally buy 2 put options? Ah. Apparently yesterday I bought a $3 put option when I was instead trying to sell my $3 put option. Get this thing out of here, man. I didn't want to buy another GameStop put option for the 16th in 3 days. Wow. This is this is possibly the dumbest put option buy ever, man. Look at this thing. So, apparently, instead of selling my put option on Robinhood yesterday, I bought one. And really, I was just trying to sell my put option. I paid $2 for it. I was going to sell it for $3, make $1, make 33.333% gain. But apparently, I bought another one. I didn't mean to. Unfortunate. I mean, I only lost like $4, but I'm going to get eaten with the limit price as well here, I bet. So, whatever. Let me see where GameStop's at, but that's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, basically, I guess I'll hold it through. It's $1. Basically, the put option is if GameStop is going to break $3 by the 16th. So, by Friday. And, yeah, I seriously doubt that's going to happen. Unless GameStop just gets hammered today. I don't even think my strike price is $3. I think my strike price is probably like $2.80 or something dumb like that. Let me see. Somebody was happy I bought that option. I mean, I guess it's $3 option. Who cares? But unfortunate. I built this account up. I deposited $50 into this account, and I got it up to like 67, 68 before this. It's still at 64. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I got 2 test windows up. That's what happened. There we go. But yeah, unfortunate. I mean, it's small potatoes in the grand scheme of things, but the volume itself is a clear overextended indicator. Um, have you taken money from my account yet? Not yet. I got it up to $500 in profits, but I haven't withdrawn money yet. No. What's up, man? Hold on. Say something? No. Let me see. All right, we got Mitch here, guys.
What's going on, guys? How we doing, traders?
All right. You can see Mitch over here.
All
Oh
right.
man.
Overslept a little bit today. Had an alarm, 6 a.m. Looks like I woke up and put it right back to sleep.
Yeah, man. I got up early. I got up at like 6:20 today, my
I
time.
I wanted to and everything. I was like, all right, putting the alarm, everything. Go wake up early.
Yeah.
We saw how that went.
Yeah, man. Honestly, they say if you do something consistently for like 20 days, it becomes a habit. And so, like, waking up early, even on my days, like, my wife and I, we give each other each one day to sleep in every week. I typically get Saturday. I get to sleep in Saturday morning,
Yeah,
and she
that's
gets
usually my day also.
yeah, and she gets Sunday. But even on Saturday, it's like at like 8:30, I'm up, and it's like I can't go back to sleep because it's like that alarm clock in my head. It's like you got to get up, you got to get up.
Well,
You know,
yeah, that's usually what it is.
yeah,
Sometimes
okay.
I can't sleep because of that alarm clock, that inside alarm
Yeah,
clock.
man. Honestly, I always tell my wife that. That's why I like CBD. CBD is actually really helpful with that because um, it's always tough for me to fall asleep because it's like, especially if I have like pressure to fall asleep, if I know I have to fall asleep, like if I have work or something to do in the morning and I know I got to go to sleep, that then it's really hard for me to actually fall asleep. And that's why CBD is super helpful because you can just take some CBD, pass out, you know.
Agree. All right, let's see what we got here.
Just making sure no one I follow that used it has done it. Make sure you make a video. Yeah, for sure. I definitely will. And I mean, we had somebody that was in our Discord do it. And basically what he said was he said he put the request in on the I believe he said the 10th of the month, and he got the money into his account on the 19th, and so it took 9 days for him to receive his money. And he said it was pretty flawless. He said he really didn't have that many issues with it. But he did do a withdrawal. So I have known somebody that has done it, but I just never got there myself. I'm close to doing it now. I do want to get over $1,000 in profit first. Like preferably, I'd like to get up to like 1,000, 1,500, um, before I actually try it. But we'll see. We'll see how patient I can be with it. Because like really I'd like to build this thing up if I can, like especially, I'd like to build this thing up to as much as I can, especially if I keep going on a roll here, and with winter months, the big trading months coming up, I want to try to build this thing up as much as possible. All right, guys. All right, guys. What's up, Desert? What's up, Myers? What's up, James? Checking out the scanner chat here, guys. What's up, guys? All right, so yeah, guys, some interesting ones to look at today. We got DCPH with the positive data news, positive trial results. We got what was the other one that I saw? We got RKDA, and all of these are tradable. I'm pretty sure all of these are tradable. Let me see. Dude, I get these fruit flies that they just don't die, man. RKDA is tradable. DCPH is tradable. What was the other big mover today, guys? We had RKDA, DCPH, and something else. Um, Somebody else talked about it here. Let me look at my chat here. I'm not seeing it. We had Soli yesterday. I know we had Soli yesterday. Yeah, Soli gapping up a little bit. But yeah, man, somebody remind me, guys. It was RKDA, DCPH, and something else that was moving today. There was another big mover. Man, it's gonna drive me crazy until I get it. Let me check my list. Yeah, somebody help me remind me what what the other big mover is. We got DCPH, RKDA, and something else, man. I thought I would have it on my watch list though. I think I had it right here. DOYU, no. Oh, it was JD. JD, Mitch, one of your stocks. JD, check out JD today. It looks solid, and all of these are tradable. Surprising enough, so RKDA is tradable, Soli is tradable, JD is tradable, DCPH is tradable, and so most of these are tradable on tap. So should be a fun day. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. I know, but here's the thing, guys. First off, I'm not competing with Ross. And the main reason I'm not competing with Ross, I actually like Ross's content. Let me just preface that. Not trying to scare anybody off here. Everybody has their own preferences. Some people might hate it. I think his content's solid. I think they've got a lot of free trading courses out there in Warrior. So I'm not trying to dog Warrior, but I think that Ross and I have a completely different trading style. Ross scalps penny stocks. I range bound trade mid and high cap stocks, and so we just have a completely different trading style. You know, and I'm not saying that his trading style doesn't work. It's just not my style. It's just not what I do. And so it's a little bit different. You know, I like I said, I typically like VWAP short positions, VWAP short trades, and he typically trades penny stocks. So it's just a little bit different.
Just dealing with a little fly over here. I don't know about you, John, but I can't handle this life.
Bro, you got flies too, man.
I got one fly, and I'm not
I
dealing
got
with
it.
this.
I got it. I got it, dude. I got fruit flies everywhere, dude. So this is what
I
happened in my
can't
house.
deal with it.
They're everywhere, man. Honestly, they land on my nose, and that's my issue. Is that they land on my nose. I got a fly strip right there that's been eliminating them, but we still got a rogue one every now and then. But they're everywhere, bro. They're everywhere, man. And honestly, what happened is like we did some contract work at my house, and now my garage is just filled with junk because we got to get the people to come out here and like move it all, and so it's just yeah, it's just we got them everywhere now, so we're trying to get an exterminator out here now, but it's just hectic. Wheel said, I've been a student of Ross, and I think what he teaches works, but it's fast paced and on your toes, and you got to be quick and know what you're doing. Yeah, Ross's trading style is more so scalping penny stocks on the long side. See, look, there's one now, man. That thing needs to go away. Yeah, it's more so scalping penny stocks on the long side, is what it is. And you definitely need hotkeys. And I've had traders that, that I've stayed in contact with that basically ask me how Ross does it. And it's like one of those things where it's like, look, I could try to tell you how he does it, but I've never done it myself. And so I'm not gonna be dishonest and try to act like I'm some all-knowing stock trader that knows how to trade every type of style of trading ever. I stick with what works for me. I don't know about anything else. And that's just me being real about it. I mean, I think everybody has their pros. Every trader is good and bad, but every style has good and bad qualities. But what's up, Relentless? What's up, bro? How long did it take you to find your trading style? I mean, honestly, my style's kind of evolved. When I first met Mitch, Mitch was actually I met him in the chat. Mitch was a commenter first when my channel was much smaller. How did that thing survive that? But yeah, and my style back then was basically low of the day shorts. When a stock would break the low of the day, I would kind of scalp it and try to get in and out quick. And I ended up getting faked out a lot with that strategy. And Mitch would typically have some dip buy strategies, and so we kind of combined the two, and we started trading fades, and those ended up working. And so then we kind of evolved our styles past that, and now Mitch trades a little bit different than I do. I'm typically like a range bound trader. I like to short stocks right around the VWAP area, maybe a little bit above it, and ride it down, take profits at the low of the day. And Mitch does the same thing, but with a different style, I think. And I think that your style will change. I think that your style is always going to evolve. your style's gonna evolve, and so you just gotta you just gotta figure out what works for you, and certain things are gonna work for your personality. You're gonna have more comfort. You're gonna be more comfortable doing certain things, and then certain things you're just not gonna be comfortable with at all. And so it just depends on what your personality's like. I definitely, with my personality, I typically tend to hold stocks much shorter than Mitch does. Mitch typically has more patience than I do with the stocks he's holding, and so that's just a personality, quirk of mine, and yeah, I mean everybody's different. Every trader's different, and that's what I'm saying. Like you can't just paint every trader with a broad brush. You got to understand that everybody's different, and certain things are going to work for you, and then not work for others. But yeah, so let's go ahead and look up some news. We could look at RKDA. I'm pretty sure there's not any recent news for RKDA, but DCPH here. Like I said earlier, DCPH is up after positive trial results for a bio drug. It had positive trial results, but this thing has moved over 100%. Over 100%. And like I said, this one's up because it reported positive updated phase 1 data for ripritrinib, which is a drug for gastrointestinal stromal tumors for DCPH. And so positive data. Like I said, I want this stock to succeed. I don't think it's going to necessarily hold these gains. I don't think it's going to come right back to ground. I don't think it's going to come right back to where it's at now. But I think it's going to give up at least another 20%. That's just my opinion, my speculative opinion. Don't bet the house on that. That's just my guess here with DCPH. We got RKDA here, which has just been going crazy the last few days. Everybody's watching this one. I do like the range here. We do have a very interesting, obvious range here between 890 and 7, really. Right around 685, 7 to 890. So really right around $7 to $9. So about a $2 range here. I like this previous closing price as a level. So if you look at this previous closing price, the way I typically prefer to trade gaps at 692 is the previous day's close. And so right around this level here is where I would watch, 692 or so. If it breaks under that and then holds that area as resistance, it could really start to drop. And then we also have JD, one of the stocks that Mitch typically likes to watch. This one is up from 27.16 to 28.82. And let me see what else we got.
All right, guys, gonna be watching CGC, Kron. I know CGC releases earnings today. I think also Aurora Cannabis, also ACB. And Tilray, I think released yesterday. Let me see. Yep, I believe they released yesterday. Oh, they released today also.
Yep. I feel like Ross trades a lot on feel. I mean, I think he trades momentum is what he trades. It's mostly like, yeah, he trades what he thinks looks good, but it's all. I don't think it's solely based on feel. I think he sees some technical levels.
It's based on supply and demand.
Yep.
So you guys got to understand, Ross knows that he knows supply and demand, level 2, time and sales. He knows that the next level up, how much shares is going to take to get it there. And so when he takes positions, he understands also that he does have a big following. So as long as the setup is correct and he takes a big position, big sizing, he's probably going to get a couple cents. And he does a lot of range selling that you don't see. That's another thing. You don't see his orders coming in and out. A lot of times he buys, sells immediately, then rebuys, and then holds that position. So there's a lot of things that I can say I like about Ross. There's some things that you can't see. So the only thing that I can say at least is he is fast.
Here,
He
hold
is
on, Mitch. I'm
quicker.
gonna get you up on the. I'm gonna get you up on the scanner Discord as well, so they can hear both of us. So I'm gonna open Zoom up on this one too, and try to join both of them here so we can see everybody. Let me see. Let me test this out real quick. We got the echo.
Super echo.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute myself. There we go. No, still an echo.
Super echo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave. Let me see if I can. I muted it so they can't hear the echo. Hold on. I'm gonna mute this, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, we got it working. Now we got Mitch in both of these, so we got Mitch in both streams, so you guys should be able to hear. So is the echo gone now in trade ideas? I know there's a little bit of a that should
Uh,
work. Yeah, just try to get it so you can hear Mitch in both of these.
okay, guys. What I'll recommend also is if you're listening to one channel, listen to that one channel. So
And
then
then
put the
mute the other
volume
one.
on that one channel and not on both.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mute one of them if you're
Yeah.
in both if you're both of them. Yeah, well, Richard, I sound bad on that one because it's my stock computer mic. Is it still echoing? Yeah, they still
Uh,
say it's a bad echo. Here, I can mute myself and then just leave Mitch up. Well, no, because then it's not gonna work the same. Uh, I mean, we'll figure this out. I'm echoing.
Yeah. Do you have any volume on? It's coming up again because
Well, I just muted myself on that one, but they're saying I'm echoing still. Man, I don't know, guys. We'll probably have to just leave it where it's at. Unless I'm trying to think of why the echo's there, since it shouldn't pick up.
take off the desktop audio.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me let me try to change it so that hold on, guys. Sorry. Let me try to change it. Let me try to change it so that the volume comes through on my headphones. I
I
gotta
think
get.
it's getting better. Nick's saying it's getting better. So,
Well, yeah. Well, it's better because it's better now because I'm muted, and I think
oh,
you're muted as well. Yeah.
that might be it.
Yeah. You and me are both muted. Let me switch. Let me try to.
All right,
Let me
guys.
switch
If you
these.
guys can hear me, I'm going to be going over some stocks, looking at what I think is the best moves today. I think JD and OSTK are some of the best ones to watch right now. JD really getting a bounce back. Solid support here is going to
Yeah.
be 28.22. If the stock comes down to that level, you could be looking to see where the dip buyers come in.
Let me know
Let
if
me know
this
if this
works,
works,
guys.
guys. I think that was worse.
I hear the. Yeah, let me know if this works. No, because I can hear it in the Zoom. The Zoom is the issue here. If you have Skype, Mitch,
Yeah, I do have it.
I don't think I have it on this computer, unfortunately. We're just gonna have to leave it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with the old way. We'll have to figure it out after the stream.
All right, guys, how's that SPY today?
Yeah, sorry guys, we're just gonna have to leave it up to where just me is up on that one. Yeah, the echo's back, so I just had to cancel that out. Sorry guys. No more echo. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm gonna try it one last time, guys, just so we can try to get it open both. But this is the last time because it's getting close to the bell.
Echo is gone on the scanner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'll try it one more time but we're getting close to the bell, so after this I just gotta give up if it doesn't work. Join with computer up. See, now I can hear an echo.
If you can hear an echo, sometimes that's all right. I used to hear myself a little delayed when I used to do 2.
Yeah. Well, no, because then that's gonna get too weird.
All right.
All
I
right,
guess mute one.
How's that? Better? Yeah, let me know if that works. Look at MU starting to spike up though, guys. MU starting to spike. Yeah, well, this stream's not the one that I'm really worried about. It's the other one. Let me know if that works. Oh yeah, that might actually work too if I mute my OBS mic because it should be coming through on. It should be coming through on Zoom now, and so if I mute my OBS mic, they should still be able to hear it on Zoom, right? So do you hear an echo now? Let's do a test.
Testing.
Yeah, that should work.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
That should work. If not, I can mute OBS and that should work too. All right, guys. Well, no, I'm talking about the scanner stream. How's the echo on the scanner stream, guys? Echo still. All right, let me try this. Last try. John in a cave. Mitch is good. All right, here, Mitch. Don't say anything. Test. Can you guys hear me? All right, is the echo gone now? It should be. All right, this is the last test. We're getting close to the bell, and this is too, Alright, that should work. I muted myself, but they should still be able to hear me from Zoom, and I can see that I'm still registering on the mic. Yeah. There we go. That should work.
Boom, boom.
Bad echo. Nope. What? Better? That's good? Sounds great.
Oh,
okay,
the
good.
battles of running the 2 streams.
Okay, they're saying less echo now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all myself and I'm going to listen to the replay. So hold on. That's the best way.
It is kind of
Okay,
peaking out there.
Hey, they couldn't hear you because I was testing it out. So the echo's
You're
gone,
good.
basically. All right, so now we should be fine. Let me move this. Sorry, guys. Here we go. All right, we did it. We did it. All right, now let's talk about stocks. We got 2 minutes. All right, go ahead,
All
man.
right.
My bad.
All right, guys. Just gonna watch the top movers for me. JD, OSTK.
Yeah, look at DCPH. Check that one out. Biodrug. MU making a run. MU making a run up there. But yeah, if you're in the scanner stream, guys, go check out our live trading stream. We are live in this live trading stream as well, so you can watch us trade too. There's the link. If you want to watch this day trade live, and if you want to join our scanner stream as well, guys, and take some scanner streams here, I'll post that link here too.
All right.
All right, guys, we got about a minute and a half. Look at DOYU's drop. So DOYU was another one that was interesting today. Look at this drop here. Massive drop from $11 to $10.50. Filled half of that gap basically just now. MU also ran up there, and then look at this drop on MU too.
AMD dropping already.
Yeah, MU just turned around. So did DOYU. So we're getting some interesting action here right before the bell. VFF is another one. I don't know if this one's actually tradable or not. No, VFF is not tradable, unfortunately. That's the one that wasn't tradable. So yeah, JD, DCPH are some of my main watches. MU, Cannabis Plays, Roku. All right, guys, we got about 40 seconds, so let's do this. Brennan's asking for my watch list. My watch list is DCPH, JD, MU, DOYU, AMD, Cron, CGC, maybe YRIB. All right, there's the bell, guys. There's my list right there. That's about my watch list. All right, so DCPH dropping here. We got DOYU, which just took a dive here, turning the other way around. I think it's tradable. I remember, guys, I got to trade larger today. I got to take a bigger sizing. I actually had a green day in gross profits yesterday, but a red day in net profits, which tells me I need to scale up. I need to use bigger sizing. We'll see what happens here. You took the camera off? Oh, there you go. You got the camera up. All right, we got Mitch here as well. All right, AMD dropping some. We got JD popping up here. We got DOYU dropping some, which looks pretty weak. The overall market is down a little bit, but not much. DOYU completely filling this gap here. JD reversing. We got AMRN spiking up. VFF dropping. But look at this gap fill for DOYU. This thing just completely turned the other way here. Just filled this entire gap very, very quickly. And so the previous day's close right around here is a very interesting level for me for that one. We got some red action today though for sure. I see Roku pushing up and AMRN, but everything else looks red. Oh, sorry guys. Here, let me put this other scanner up here too on the Trade Idea stream. There we go. Get some actual momentum scanners up there. All right, AMD for a fade looks interesting. I don't know if I ever got it, but yeah, look at that fade on DOYU that just dropped. Um, 37 risk maybe, so 15 cents in AMD. But really, I think I like this 42 level better, so it's about a 20-cent risk. We got Kron, which might pull back to the VWAP. A lot of red though, guys. A lot of red. All right, guys. So let's see what we get today. Yep, Netron. I have 2 live streams running, bro. Yeah, I got a scanner stream and then I got a actual live trading stream here with Mitch and I. So we got both. Yeah, I got one on my laptop running and one on my desktop here. It all depends on the range, Anthony. So here is AMD. But it all depends on the range. So it depends on how much the stock is actually moving. That's going to dictate what kind of share size I take. You know, if the stock has moved $10 today, I'm not going to buy 100 shares because that's way too big. Because you know I could be down $500 in 10 seconds. But if the stock has only moved like 20 cents today, then I can comfortably take 3, 4, 500 shares and be okay with that, relative to the range versus the risk I'm taking in the trade. All right, waiting for AMD to get up to here. I think I would have to use a different risk, maybe 33, still about 20 cents.
CGC going strong right now.
Yeah, Kron's at the VWAP. The SPY completely reversed here though, and so I was thinking about a short, but AMRN maybe for rejection, but the SPY just completely reversed here. All right, DCPH. It dropped originally at the open. SPY is just ripping up here though. Look at the SPY. It's up to 288. So the SPY is rebounding some here after a pretty big red day. And this is honestly, this is what you're gonna get a lot of the time whenever the SPY just washes out like that. AMD starting to get more and more interesting here if it sets up for a fade. It's at around 32. Just broke it. There's 09s, 12s. All right, so I just took 200 shares here with AMD. Gonna look for a flush back down to 32 here. Look at JD. JD's at the VWAP.
Not liking everything's going bullish. It's a little dangerous here. JD doesn't look too bad. At least you have a measurement of risk.
Yeah, I'm in AMD. I'm probably gonna keep this one pretty tight though, with how strong the market looks right now. Um, I'll give it a chance here, but I'm probably just gonna bail out of this one. Yeah, I'm gonna get out. $22 loss. I just didn't like it there. Maybe got out right at the wrong time because that 32.20 level may hold as resistance. But but yeah, I might be wrong here, but I think I just need to keep that one tight. Just because if you look at the SPY is just really, really strong today.
Yep.
Look at the SPY. Just crazy rip here. And so that's going to scare me out of my short position. And I'll still consider it if it pulls a fake out fade. So if it comes back down and ends up dropping back below this. But
JD doesn't look too bad, but still haven't taken it yet. Letting it test these 70s.
what is a fade? Is somebody's asking the question? What is a fade? If you stick around in the stream, I have a video explaining what a fade is, and so I'll post the link for that if you stick around. Just right now we're kind of in the heat of trading, so don't have time to search for the video and post the link. But yeah, I got you.
All right.
But yeah, with the market bullish like this, you could look for some bounces. MU looking strong.
Yeah. Look at JD. I'm glad I didn't take it. I could just see the strength building up there. It's gonna hit the resistance right there at 86. So now it's a little bit better because we got two resistance there, but needs a reject there.
DCPH ends up flushing here. But yeah, really, I mean, we're seeing some stuff move up, but some stuff is just choppy today as well.
Seeing strength, overall strength in my eyes. I'm gonna look for bullish stocks. Getting my eye off of this. I like that rejection there on 80s there for JD. Maybe you can look for a bounce here in the 70, and then you could short off that 86. But I'm gonna stop shorting right now until I see something really change here. I'm looking for longs.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm just, I think the risk is too high up there for 88. I'm looking at AMD though. I don't mind AMD. If it comes down to 32 and then bounces to the VWAP, and that way I can just risk off of that 28 level for about a 20-cent risk. Is not terrible.
Trying to get at 20s here for CGC. Wanted to break slightly below VWAP, and then I can get in it.
Yeah, maybe got faked out a little bit with AMD, but it's setting up for the fake out fade, so I'll still can give it that shot, but it could very easily just flush all the way back down here. And right now, we're getting a pullback on the SPY, but if the SPY decides to bounce here, and I think the chances of the SPY bouncing here are pretty high just because of how much the SPY has gotten washed out the last few days. The extension's probably on the downside on the market overall.
CGC almost there. I had it for a second there, but it snapped off the pricing that I wanted.
Probably should have maintained that same risk that I had, the original risk I had with AMD. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got SQ flushing down here.
Ah, might have missed my entry there for CGC.
And I'm going to start to scale into AMD here. I just jumped in with 100 shares. If we can get back up to 32.10, I'll jump in with a few hundred more. And I know I said I was going to take bigger sizing, but the goal here is to actually scale into it. And I think it may drop before then, and that's the only reason I'm jumping in a little early. But the goal here is to get up to 32.10s.
Missing the bounce here for Apple.
Ah.
Yeah, missed the bounce there for Apple.
Trying to add a little bit more to my AMD trade. Just needed to get up there to 32.10 if I'm going to add to it. That, or maybe I'm talking myself into small size again. We still got some time to add to it.
CGC. Someone just hit it with 37,000 shares. They just got knocked down right quick. Could get scooped up, but
SQ's got to pull it back to the VWAPs. Need to get a little bit higher, though. Yeah, I guess I just never got the space to add to it. My entry was 32.10 here, and I just never got that for AMD. I mean, we're getting a quick reversal here, though, so maybe I'll get it. But I like my entry. I think it's a solid entry. I just got to try to get a little bit more shares here.
I'm liking OSTK here, but I need it in the 60s and 70s.
Right, so
Missed OSTK. Top stock of the watch.
I was able to add a little bit to AMD here, and hopefully this squeeze isn't too kind of crazy. But I did get the add I wanted, but we'll keep that 32.10 or 32.20 level. I like the flush backed out here. We'll just see if it maintains. It's my average here. It's 03. I don't mind trying for some more. Ooh, I don't know if I like that move now, though. Big upwick, which means some buying pressure here for AMD. Got to be very careful with it because this squeeze right here. I'll let it test 32.20.
I'm missing my entry here on CGC multiple times. Should have already got in there at 20s. Would have had this VWAP bounce. Going to be kicking myself a little bit on that one. It's an easy trade right there. Easy VWAP bounce to read. Could be selling some right now. 20-cent profit. Looking for that 25-cent, 30-cent profit here. Definitely missed that one. And I missed Apple. I look at Apple. I wanted Apple and never took the trade.
Yeah, I got stopped out of AMD at 32.20, but I think I got out at the wrong time. We're just getting a little bit of choppiness. SPY completely turned around, too. I think that's what I got caught in with a big, strong move. But $60 loss. Like I said, I'm trying to use bigger sizing, and so I'm trying not to be super emotional, even though the loss is a little bit bigger than normal. So I just got to get used to it. I'll be all right, I think. But max loss on the day is going to be around 150, and so I still have some room and some time.
Yeah, just missing these longs right now. Whole bunch of long plays, whole bunch of VWAP bounces, and missing every single one. I got to find the right stock to get into, but there's about 4 or 5 that had huge VWAP bounces there.
So yeah, glad I avoided this on AMD. It just ripped up, and so I was lucky to get out of it where I did. So you got to be optimistic about it, or you got to be positive about it, because I avoided this big massive rip. I got out right here, so avoided this huge rip in AMD, and this is just from the SPY, just ripping up here. We also have MU just taking off.
Overall market still looking bullish. A&F ripping out there, almost a 60-cent rip out.
Dude, I got flies in my coffee.
Nice.
Great.
They're just trying to make our lives a little better.
Yeah.
That SPY is ripping, man. UWT ripping out, guys. UWT and DWT should be heading down. UWT ripping out there, up there to 1240s now. It's ripped out about 60 cents. I'll keep an eye on that one for return. Man, these stocks are getting pushed up right now.
Yeah.
The worst part is I didn't get an entry. Apple, look at that VWAP bounce. That was beautiful, beautiful. Another stock breaking out. RLGY. RLGY. That's a penny stock for you penny stock traders. The SPY got updated the resistance. Big time resistance there, guys. Let's see if it wants to hold above 293.10s. That's going to be a key point for it. All the stocks looking bullish though.
AMRN may pull back to the VWAP at 1397. AMD or AMRN may be pulling back to the VWAP. I could look at MU2 here. DCPH is one that is kind of trending against the overall market. What was the other one? JD is just ripping up though here. Protein coffee. Yeah. Yeah, my favorite. So yeah, at this point, I don't see anything in my setups. I'm down less than 60 bucks, so I just got to tell myself, whew, I'm still in the day. It's not a super significant loss, and my max loss is 150. So it's just the process of getting used to bigger sizing, I think. and taking losses that I'm not used to. Usually a loss is like 20, $30, and so today's is 60. Trying to use larger sizing here, and so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think I just got caught in the AMD rip. And this is just the market just being bullish. So probably shouldn't have traded against the overall market, but it is what it is.
Yeah, on my watch list, I only have 3 out of like let's say 20 stocks that are red.
Right.
So
Yeah, DCPH is one of the ones that I am watching though, just because that one's trending against it.
yeah,
And
there is. You can find very few, but there is some out there that are always going to trend against it.
right.
So
I
that's
think
what I was
DC.
thinking with JD for a second because it was so extended, but never gave me that kind of breakdown.
Yeah, I think if you guys heard me talk about it this morning, one of the things I was talking about is that my strong opinion that DCPH is going to fail. Not fail. I think it's just going to drop. I think I said 20% this morning. I don't think it's going to hold these huge gains. I said I think it's going to drop 20%. And so you know,
The one
that's
that
what
I
we're getting
think
this
is
morning.
downtrending solely not going with the market today. It was just kind of buyers kind of just taking that up yesterday.
Solely. Yeah, let me look at that one. Yeah, it's just the volume is just so low, and the crazy move from yesterday. I just don't want to buy that thing just because the volume's so low that it could get squeezed just really, really quick in either direction.
Yeah, I don't think it was a bad move this morning. Maybe you could have taken a small size and risked 20 cents. Now it's kind of like too late.
And solely,
Yeah.
which move?
It had a VWAP fade. Opening dropped down to 1050. It bounced up there, rejected off 11s. When it came back down and bounced again, you can take there at 1086, risk off 11. Not too bad.
Yeah, doesn't look too bad.
Because you get the wash down, a fake bullish run, and then the wash down below VWAP again. Now you can kind of take an attempt at least. You know the high.
Right.
It's going to stay there for 1 second at least, even if it squeezes there to 11. So you'll have your chance to get out at 11. You just can't hesitate at that moment. Whenever you trade parabolic movers, there's no hesitation at all. Every move needs to just be kind of purely mechanical. I get in here, get out there, and that's the way I'm going to take the trade.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a harder trade, but definitely just one that you can look out. Another one that I've been looking for, kind of it to break down again, is where is this one? I have it on my watch list. Let me find it. LJPC. So this is one that's doing kind of a multi-day trend, starting to get back up there, starting to push up. But I don't think it has enough momentum to get through the $10 price range.
Right.
Everything's still bullish, man. Apple's leading the way. If you look at Apple and Disney, those things are big stocks that move the market for us, and they're ripping.
Right. Yeah, a lot of stuff. One that I just now looked at is RKDA. That one looks interesting. And yeah, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game by far. And I'll post this link here. The test drive's going on now. You can try them out for a week for less than $9. And so it's a pretty solid deal. I'll post that link if anybody wants to check out Trade Ideas. Best scanners in the game. There's a reason all the big time traders use them. And so go check them out. I'll post their links here. But yeah, I'm looking at DCPH. And I'm looking at Robinhood here. And seeing if I can maybe buy a put option for DCPH. It just depends on how much the option's going to be. I got a $25 one, but I think that one's too crazy. Man, who sells these options, man? Like a $25 put option for 3 days. It's the craziest option ever. OSTK looks interesting now though if it pulls up to 2350. So yeah, I'm looking at OSTK, I'm looking at DCPH, and I'm looking at RKDA. Those three are all down, and I'm looking at those. I'll look for some VWAP bounces too if we can get some pullbacks here, like maybe AMD if we get a pullback to the VWAP. Maybe MU. MU looks a little bit stronger. But we're just waiting to see some of these action moves. It just depends on if we're actually going to get these moves or not. Look at DOYU, man. That thing just got hit hard. Just tanked.
The one that I missed, one of my top stocks today, OSTK. That one did a good move there.
Yeah,
I just missed it.
that's what I'm looking at now. If it pulls back to 2350, I might consider that one. Same thing with DCPH.
I'm trying to get the TVIX back to VWAP. I'll take a fade off of it.
Yeah, we just need the SPY to drop down for the TVIX.
To bounce up to VWAP. All right, seeing volume come into CGC there. It's not looking too bad now.
Yeah, I'm under the PDT rule on Robinhood. So yeah, I'm definitely under the PDT rule on Robinhood.
Let it try down one more time for CGC. If it can't break down through 33, I'm going to try to long this for the VWAP bounce. Look at OSTK there. That thing tumbled.
Yeah, I'm still looking at it. I mean, if the VWAP drops and gets close to like this 2337 level, it might have some resistance there. And so I'm looking at it there to see if we get the drop. I'm also looking at DCPH, but if I do take DCPH, the sizing is going to have to be really small. I mean, it's around a 2-to-1 trade. I can risk off of 42 here. But if you think about it, I mean, my risk is going to be $2.10. And so a pretty big risk. I could take like, I don't know, like 30, 40 shares of DCPH.
I got to get my recorder on.
Oh, I didn't record. Oh, well,
All right, guys. Got a starter there in CGC here. Starter there in CGC. Want to see if this thing can hold these 33s now.
Soli's back up to the VWAP too. It's just volume's just a little bit too low for me for that one. FNKO. Yeah, FNKO ripping here. AMD, we might get that pull back to the VWAP. SQQQ, which is I guess it's an ETF, is down.
All right, gonna have to get out of this position here on CGC. still holding that 31s.
Yeah, SQ did have a good morning.
Big loss there, guys. CGC.
Don't stress it, brother.
Right there is a prime example of hesitation. You hesitate on the first move, you usually get bit on the second.
I'm still looking at RKDA here. If RKDA can pull back here, I do like the previous day's closing price. Could be some resistance there at 680s. And so if it pulls back to that, I might consider it. The problem is this is a low float stock that's been making crazy moves. And so trading a conventional VWAP fade with it may be a little bit risky. I'm also looking at Roku here for a VWAP bounce. Roku isn't looking that bad if it can pull back to 140 here. I could risk off of... I could risk off of 22, maybe 50 or 40s, and so my risk would be about 50, 40, 50 cents. Big reward target though of about $1.60. Alright, guys. Yeah, I mean, the market squeezed up big at the beginning. And I'm just waiting for anything to pull back now. Maybe Roku could have been solid, but it never quite got back there. And now I'm waiting for DCPH as well. Yeah, Roku's been moving solid for sure the last few days. Just really strong. Hold on. I'm still looking at AMD here. You all right, buddy? Yeah. Okay. So I gotta check. All right. I like Super Smash Bros. My son's playing video games over there. Yeah, I mean, BIOC has moved 5 cents today. Oh, you're talking about BOIS. I was about to say. Yeah, BOIS looks pretty strong. Good call. All right, so AMD pulling back here. Maybe going to take a little bit here. It's pulling back to the VWAP. I could probably risk 20 or so. Get in for a possibly quick bounce move here. Try to scale into this one a little bit more here as well for AMD. But it doesn't look bad for a VWAP bounce play. We'll give it some time. And I still have DCPH. The range is just huge in this one. That's the biggest thing for DCPH. But I'll still consider it. Let me remove this and put up another trading window down here. There's DCPH. Yeah, like I said, if I do take DCPH, it's gonna be like 30 shares because this thing has a monster range on it. All right, I'm gonna buy another 100 shares here for AMD. See if we get a quick bounce here. Trying to give AMD time, but if it doesn't bounce here, I just gotta bail out of this one too. I'm out. Broke 30s. Oh no, I bought more shares. Oh no. I hate it when I do this. Well, I'm in with 400 shares now. I'd like to pretend like this was all my idea, but I think oh no, it wasn't. Not bad. Well, a mistake trade is better than no trade, guys. All right, I took half off there. I mean, I'm going to hold the last little 200, I guess, to break even. Like I said, a mistake trade is better than no trade. So completely an error trade on my part. I was trying to get out of my trade and ended up buying another 200. But if it works, it works, I guess. We'll see if we get another bounce here. Let it test the $half, I guess, now. Doesn't look bad anymore. A mistake trade to save the day, I guess, guys. Probably was getting scared out of that one a little bit too early anyway, but hey, I'll take it. Let's see the $half break. There we go. Not too bad for a little VWAP bounce play here, man. All right, I got out of there, so hey, guys, listen, I'm not going to try to pretend like that was skill or anything. That was just a mistake that went my way. Which is, honestly, it's about time. I've made so many mistakes that have just came back and bit me that a mistake going my way, I think it's about time for that one, guys. Man. Well, I will accept that error on my end and take the, 60 or take that, $40 gain from that error. Again, though, not going to try to pretend like it was skill. Got faked out on the VWAP bounce, and then this time I added to it. So I could try to play that off as skill, but I think everybody knows that was just a mistake on my end. But I'll take it, I'll take luck over skill any day.
Hey, you got to take it when you can get it, right?
Right, man. Hey, I accidentally bought 200 extra shares of AMD when I was really trying to cover. And because it was a long position, I clicked buy instead of sell to try to cover. And it worked, man. It immediately popped up, made me $40 on that trade. So I will take that. I will take it.
All right, guys. Risking about $50 here in Twillo. Got in there at 130, 173s.
Yeah, MBIO's looking okay. I'm still watching DCPH here. Alright, I could throw you up since I'm still waiting. I'm gonna throw Mitch up here. I don't know. I don't see anything I really like, so.
Might just get stopped out here if this has the 131s. Yep. Can't let it crack this 131. Ah.
Maybe I should have held AMD.
Just picking the wrong VWAP bounces for me today. My selection and not on point. Good VWAP bounce to ANF.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed what I'm doing today. Like, I've been trying to scale up in size, and what I'm doing is I'm scaling up, but I'm taking a much tighter risk. And so, like AMD, if I would have actually gotten stopped out of there, that was way too tight of a risk. You know, I can't have a reward target of like, let's see, what is this? Of like 60 cents and then keep a risk of like 10, you know? That's never going to work. I mean, it might work sometimes, and it's a 6-to-1 reward to risk ratio, but I should have had like a 20-cent risk with like, so make it 3-to-1. And these are the emotions that come with scaling up and sizing, guys. These are the emotions that come with it. And so it's a constant battle for sure. I feel a lot better after I had that error on AMD though, even though, look at the VWAP bounce on AMD, just solid VWAP bounce, and I just missed it. I sold too early. DCPH faded too, I just missed that one too. So emotions are high today because of my scaling up in size. Momo for a VWAP bounce doesn't look bad. I just need to drop a little bit. Let's see, risk level of 70. So about a 27-cent risk, reward target of 40. Not quite, it needs to drop down to 90. But look at AMD go, man. That thing ripped for a VWAP bounce. Just sold too soon. These are just lessons that I'm going to have to take from today, guys, because with scaling up and sizing, big emotion is going to be there. And so I notice it. I can definitely feel it. And, yeah, it is what it is. You know. I'm going to jump in with 50 shares of Momo here. Little feeler trade. Going to try to scale into it if it can drop down to 90. But these 50 shares are just in case it does end up ripping up to 50. Like, I think it might. But, yeah, look at that beautiful VWAP bounce on AMD. Just sold way too soon. Roku as well. I was looking at Roku for one, too. But, yeah, this is a beautiful VWAP bounce on AMD. Just let the emotions get the best of me with that one. But I can recognize that, be real about it with myself. And, yeah, Gavin. What's up, Trade Ideas chat? No thanks, Netron. I think I'll keep it, brother. Yeah, looking much better for you for TWLO. We got the SPY ripping up too, so that should help. Roku pulling back though to the VWAP, so I'll be back, guys. I gotta go grab another cartridge. I'll be right back.
Let's see if the SPY rips here. That'll help me out. Get this stock back up there.
All right, well, Momo ripped up nicely for me here with my little 50 shares. Yeah, I'm down 20. I still have 130 on my daily max loss. Mine's not Jules. Yeah, I don't use nicotine. Mine is actually CBD, so I don't use nicotine. CBD just helps me to calm down when I'm in the trades. Helps me get less frustrated, I think, because it's just it relaxes you a little bit. So that's all it is. Nice, Tarj. Nice work, brother. Congrats, man. Yeah, Momo was working out beautifully. It's just too bad I didn't take bigger sizing with that one. AMD would have worked nice too. So first day with trying to attempt bigger sizing. And this is typically what happens is I'll take bigger sizing at the open, I'll get hit, and then I'll kind of run back down to tiny sizing again. Hey, can you make me a coffee? I got flies in mine. Let's see if my wife will make me a coffee. SQ pulling back to the VWAP may get interesting here. Here, yell at me if Momo starts to drop, guys.
All right, guys. More than likely, I'm gonna get stopped out here. If it breaks to 31s, 131s, I gotta get out. If it holds here, I might add here in the 20s and try to ride it back up to 132s. But I'm not seeing the SPY rip out. The SPY's holding there at the high, which I'm not liking. Would like to see the SPY get above 293.50s. There you go. Cracking that 131. Let's see if I can get out here. Good pricing. Pulled right back above it. Just finding support here at 131s, but not sure if it's going to be able to get back up there to 132s. All right, be careful. I might have to stop out right here.
I'm assuming caps is how you yell, Nick. Alright, we got Momo ripping up here. We'll see if we can break these highs here. Not a bad little position with 50 shares.
SPY not making its decision. Come on, SPY, get above that 293.50. There he goes, making that rip. All right, guys, just hit an ad there at 28. Brings me down to 131.50s. Got to hold to that 131 now. See if we can get a pop back to 132s, and then we can sell half of it, take 50 bucks out of this. What I would like to see is the SPY break that 293.50s, like I just talked about. That'll give me that kind of momentum push, and then buyers can step back into this.
Oh, I accidentally added to my position. I was trying to cover there when I was up about 12 bucks. And instead I added to Momo again. You can tell I'm a short bias trader because I
You
make
guys
this
see
mistake
Marley?
each time.
Marley's telling me you got to take him out.
He's like, hey, man. Hey, bro. Let me
You
out
gonna
of here.
take me out? You gonna take me out? What's up?
All right, so we'll see if my mistake ad ends up working out for me. There's 30s. I guess I'll hold it through this rip. I mean, this might work out, actually. I mean, I might as well cover some into this strength there. Oh, I added some more. No, it's the second time I did that.
You're having too much fun over there, man.
Oh, man, I'm making errors, and it's helping me today, man. It is helping me. Look. Yeah. All right, I sold half that time. But yeah, these errors are helping me today, man. That's the second time today.
Yeah, you sound like me when I say you could fade me and make a lot of money.
Yeah, look, we'll see if we get the high of the day break there. I was trying to cover it with 50 shares. I was trying to cover it with 50 shares, and so that's 3 mistakes today that have both worked out for me. And so we'll let it get up to the $0.50. It's ripping up here, man. I just got super lucky today.
There you go, SPY ripping up. Should see some buying come in here. There you go, there's the buying. 4,600 shares at 29, 2,000 at 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Momo try to rip up here to the $0.50 and then just get out around there. I've already made about what, 30 bucks on this trade. Mistakes helping me today.
Ready for this rip up, and I'll be able to sell a little bit. There you
Yeah,
go, SPY up there. Now 294s.
We're battling the high of the day here for Momo. We'll see if we can get that break. That's all I'm waiting for here. If it drops under 40, I'll just get out. But that's what we want to see is the high of the day break here. High of the day is at 46. 45, 46. So we're right around there now. The bid needs to get above it.
All right, guys. Just took 100 off there at 132.05s. Once it broke 132s, I just quickly snapped off of it. Took 100 shares off, $54 now. Now let's let these other 100 shares work. We're at 131.50. So we're at a good pricing down here. Down below to the 90 MA. So we're at a good pricing. Let's go ahead and let this work. Give it a chance to really break up there to the 133s. $1 more and we'll sell. What we really would like to see is the SPY break 294s and hold. Remember when we broke those 293.50s? Let's see if that holds. It's pulling back to it right now.
All right, so here's a push we should get on Momo right now. If we don't get a push, I'm just going to bail out right here. But today's the day the mistake saved me today, so I can't be mad. Yeah, guys. I'm getting very lucky just accidentally making money here today. That's a good title, too. If I make a video, you guys know what the title's going to be. We're getting some weakness. Let me get out of here. So, was able to rebound here on the day. Pull myself into the gross profits. We'll see what else we can find. Still pretty early. Not super early or anything, but kind of early. It's interesting how Mitch and I basically did the exact same thing today. We took a larger loss, and then we rebounded from the loss just now.
Trying to let Twillo go a little bit higher here, and then I can take some profit.
Right, the accidental fade. Step 1, get gnats in my coffee. You know, get flies in my coffee. Step 2, buy when you should sell. Step 3, profit. Question mark.
All right, guys, sold a little bit more there in the 20s, 23s, was able to get 23s there. Now I have $90. At least give myself an opportunity to make a gain for the rest of the day. Just try to let this break up to 133s, and then the high, which would be 133.68. AEO breaking out on a nice flag. I also see volume getting in A and F, my two kind of retail stocks that I watch a lot. Those look good. It's a simple pattern there.
And remember, guys, if it's your first time joining us, hit that subscribe button. We day trade live every weekday morning starting at the scanner stream starts at 7 a.m. and the day trading stream starts at about 8:40 market time or so. So hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in using the same platform as us, go check out TradeNet. They do have a sale where you get the base package for $3.99, and I think it makes a ton of sense for new traders. Like, you could hate on TradeNet, and like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't think there's anywhere else in the trading world where you can get a bundle like TradeNet offers. Like, you can get 14K in buying power, no PDT rule. You can actually short anything that's tradable. Comes with a trading course, demo account, chat room access for less than $400. And I think it's one of the ways that new traders can get their feet wet without depositing thousands into a regular broker. Because let's be honest, most of the time they lose that. And so for less than $400, you can actually trade a live account with decent buying power and actually be able to short stocks. And if you look at the screen here, this is Mitch's platform, and this is the TEF's platform that comes with packages. So if you want to check that out, I'll post this link here as well, and you can try them out. You can also check out the challenge, which is completely free to enter. And here's the thing, guys. Like I said, you can hate on TradeNet, but there's no reason you shouldn't take the challenge, because the challenge is completely free, and at the very least, you're going to get a demo account to trade with for a few days. And so the basic way it works is that they give you a demo account with 10K in buying power, and you have 5 trading days to make $500 in net profit while following their rules. If you can do that, then you win a free package on TradeNet, and it's completely free to apply to. And so I'll post that link here as well if anybody wants to check that out too. Completely free. Great way to help to support the channel, guys. So You should also check out Trade Ideas. Um, their test drive is up right now, and so for $9 in Trade Ideas, you can get a week of Trade Ideas for like a little bit under $9, $8.99 I believe it is, and you get to try them out for a week, which is much cheaper than it typically is. Pretty solid sale, and the best scanners in the game by far. They make my morning super easy. Super customizable as well. You can build your own scans and do a lot of cool stuff with them. So I'll post this link if anybody wants to check out Trade Ideas too. Yeah, so I got out of Momo almost right there around the highs, almost around the highs. So I got out around 40. It went up to I got out really about 38.40. It went up to 44, and now it's back down to 32.20s. So got out almost around the highs. Happy with that exit for sure. Still looking at DCPH if we can get that move. The SPY's just really bullish today. All right, looking at DCPH, we'll see if it can move up here. Roku broke underneath the VWAP and it's holding too. And Momo pulled all the way back down to the VWAP. So I could consider buying it here as well in anticipation that it's going to move up in kind of a flag-like pattern for Momo, M-O-M-O. I don't know if I really want to. We'll see. I just don't know if I like the parallel moves here and how the volume hasn't really increased overall. It's actually went down a little bit. Now DCPH on the other end is pushing up here. Maybe going to look for a fake out fade for DCPH. We'll try to give it some time here to work as well. Never got the move for DCPH, unfortunately, and Momo bounced before it really got to my entry. AMD's still there, though. And I could risk off of that previous bounce low, which has a lot of resistance at around 27. So let's see if it gets to 50. I could risk off of 27, giving myself a 23-cent risk. And then a reward target from 50 up to 13, so about a 63-cent reward target. Not bad. Good risk reward regardless of any of it. I'm going to buy 50 shares here of AMD just in case it does bounce here. And then try to scale into it if it can come back down to the 50 half dollar level. That's what I'm trying to do with this one. We'll see if it works out or not. But I don't mind a drop so I can scale into it a little bit more. But just for a little feeler trade until it gets actually down to my entry, I'm going to take a small position here. You're muted. Mitch, you're muted.
My bad. My bad.
You're good.
Mic thing was up. I didn't even notice. Stepped out there, guys, at 50s. Didn't want to risk more. There's no need to risk money in this. Taking my $87 from this trade and moving on.
Yeah, don't stress it, brother. Good trade.
Yeah, not too bad. At least made some of the losses up. I'm expecting this TVIX. TVIX, you want to come to the VWAP for me? I won't be mad at you. MU just dropping there, guys. Just dropping. I feel like a lot of the longish patterns are kind of starting to reverse. I see it kind of
I'm
a
in
reversal.
AMD.
MU, you're in AMD.
Yeah,
There you
long
go.
though.
It's getting there though. It's getting to that VWAP bounce play. I think the real key is it's just that SPY.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a
That's what I
SPY.
was following.
Yeah, it's
And the
just a
spot could
SPY.
pull back, but we want to see a little bit of a bounce. I'm gonna add another 50 here. Did I add it? Nope. There we go. All right, so I'm in with 100, and I'll get into this one up to like 150 shares or so. Is really what I'm looking to scale into it down to the half dollar. Anything under that, I'm not gonna add any more to it. And yeah, we'll see if it works out. Got a big reward target for a small risk, and so that's always what we look for. Just gonna see if it ends up bouncing here.
Yeah. Nice rejection there off a 19 on the TVIX for you. If that can reject there again, I think you'll be golden for the 1850 breakdown.
Yep.
It's really going to be about can the SPY maybe hold a pullback to 291.96 and rip out through that 294.
Right. MU getting close to that level too.
Yeah, I was watching that MU because you at least got a good risk to reward.
All right, so I added one more 50 share position to this one, and like I said, I'm just gonna risk off of that previous low at around 30, 29.30. About a 20-cent risk. Not taking a huge risk in the trade.
You know, my Twillo stock, I did good by getting rid of it. It just came back down to support. I had that feeling it would go to 131s again, and it's holding there again. But now it's kind of the time where I need to see it really get some momentum. Twillo holding there at 131s. TVIX still holding there at the 80s. Let's see if it rejects here. 19. CGC rejecting there. The cannabis stocks are a little bit in indecision mode. I see that a lot of indecision in the cannabis stocks.
Yeah, they're super choppy today, just crossing over and under the VWAP over and over again.
Yeah, it's hard as heck to trade stocks that do that.
Yeah.
They just want to do just straight up, look like it's gonna break out, come right back down to the range.
Right,
Um,
and the big thing to understand with them, like I've had people in chat tell me the VWAP is garbage. Stocks just cross over and under it all day, and I sit there and I tell them, yeah, that's probably true if the stock has no volume, and people don't really understand it that way. You know what I mean? So we're getting a nice, beautiful bounce up here for me.
hmm Yep. The TVIX rejected there hard there at 89s, 90s. As soon as it hit 90s, it just went whack right down to the support. So let's see if it can break down and really get to this $18 point. You're getting some more volume in it, so it's definitely looking like we're going to get a nice move here. So whichever way it goes, we're getting at least momentum. It's
Yeah,
not a slowdown; it's a speed up right here. So let's see what happens here.
yeah, and now I can really essentially risk pretty close to that $half level, maybe 45s, 46s. And so that's another thing this bounce gives me is a resistance level below me now, another resistance level below me, and so I can be a little bit tighter with my risk.
I like it because one of the major things we always talk about, you're buying off support.
Right.
I, you can't be ever mad about that. If you were buying here at 3280s, that's more along where it's like, now you're trying to scalp a move to 33.
Yeah.
You're risking 20 cents. It's not really the smartest move. I always talk about trying to be at the top or bottom. You're at the bottom here, so
Right. As
no
long as you're
problem.
not in the middle of the range, yeah, for sure. As long as you're not in the middle of the range, that's the biggest, like, that's the key is don't get stuck in that middle area.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of traders get stuck in. And that has to do with not being able to wait, the patience to wait for it. Because a lot of times, like, you look at the market, you watch stocks, you look at charts, and you just want to trade. And so you end up taking trades that are in the middle of the range, which is always the wrong move.
Yep. That's when you start getting killed because either way, you're not looking good. When the stock goes up to the reward, you're only positive a tiny bit.
Right. Get a little bit bounce on MU, which should be beneficial for me too. We just want to see now. We just want to see this. Let's see, 70 level break. If it stays in that range, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be no bueno. So we want to. We got my butt kicked from YRIV today. Let's look at YRIV. I haven't looked at that one. I don't think it's tradable for me. Yeah, massive drop. And we do have the SPY dropping here, and so we do got to be very aware of the SPY here and what the SPY does overall. MU completely reversed here, and so got to be wary of that as well. Watching MU pretty close here to see what it does. Got to remember if I want to get out, I got to click sell, not buy. Even though, I mean, at the way things are going, I might want to click buy. With those mistakes today. There's 66s, so we're getting a little bit of a bounce back here. Like I said, it's got to break this level here, though, this 70 level. It's tested that level once. We got this range right here, right now. Let me try to draw it out so you guys can see the range I'm talking about. We got this range right here. And so, just looking for a break of that range now. Momo bounced again there. Maybe I should have taken that bounce too. The problem is that one's the spread's not the greatest for Momo. Looking at the scanners, we'll see what else we get today since this one's just a relatively small position. And so now what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to let it test this low down here at 52, 53. It's probably the $0.50 50, but if it breaks that, I can comfortably get out for a very small loss. So I'm going to keep it pretty tight here, hoping the SPY bounces and we get a bounce in the overall SPY. But we'll see. Momo bounced really nice. We did get a nice bounce, and MU kind of rebounded a little bit here. But again, we have this range here that we can follow pretty set here, and so we're just going to look at the range and try to take advantage of that if we can. See if we can eventually get this break of 70. Like I said, I think 70 is the big level we want to see crack here, or break above. Nice bounce in MU too. Like I said, I think the SPY is going to dictate a lot of what this does. No, I don't use hotkeys. I'm not a scalper like that for the most part. Like, I don't really scalp that much. So we are getting a crack down here on MU, or on AMD. Like I said, I'll let it test the $0.50. If it really breaks under, though, I just got to bail out of this thing. Oh, I almost clicked buy instead of sell. But yeah, you can see it moves immediately down to the bottom of the range and then starts testing the bottom of the range here. And which is what MU did as well, so I have to be wary of that, but...
All right, guys, I'm back here. See the TVIX trying 19. Rejection here will be clear move for the SPY. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so see, this is the range I drew. You can even see how close it's following this range right here. Bottom of the range, top of the range. And I think that's something, like, as my trading has evolved, I think that's something I've gotten especially good at. It's just identifying the ranges and then being able to attack those ranges, you know, because you can see the range here. And it's the same level I talked about. I said I would let it go down to the 50s and then test that, and you can see we get a bounce right at that level. So here's the range I'm talking about. And we get a bounce right at the bottom. And so now we're just looking for the top of this range to crack and then hold that area as support is what we really want to see. So we want to see 70 break and then hold. Oh, you did make me some coffee. Thank you. Which one is this? Is this the Keurig or the other one? Keurig. Thank you. MTC. Yeah, Dan. That's right. Hey, I think CBD has a lot of benefits. One of the benefits is being able to calm yourself down when you're in this trade. Get rid of the anxiousness of trading to a certain extent. All right, so yeah, the SPY has continued to test, but now we got a very obvious level. You know, we get the $half bounce here. We could just hold it off of that, and not really be stressed out either way. Like if this one stops me out, I'll be down what, like $6, $7.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. So we're just gonna let it work. See if we can break the top of the range.
It's looking good right now. Third rejection there off 19, heading down to the 70s for TVIX. If it could break through that 1850, it'll really break down there. I talked about this level on the spot at 292.36. Pulled back right to it, bounced there.
We got some
Key
people,
level for it.
some people talking about MTC, and man, I see why. Look at MTC, bro. Parabolic. We've been getting some parabolic movers today, guys. We have been getting some
There you
parabolic
go.
movers today. And this week we've gotten some nice parabolic movers.
Ah, too bad it's not tradable.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be. Look at the liquidity before today.
Yeah,
Just
nothing.
terrible. Yeah, just terrible liquidity up till today. So. And yeah, now I just have a really easy range to follow with this one. I can just stick with this range now. And it's tested it twice, so I should probably get ready to sell if it does crack under 50. But I can let it test. I mean, it's tested the range twice already. Alright, here's the bottom test of the range. See if we get a bounce. If not, looks like we might get a break under. Yeah, I'm out. Broke the range. So yeah, $12 loss in the day. Very, very minor. And it's just the range. Like you could see the range there. Broke under the $half in the VWAP. So Roku is looking interesting as well. The only reason I don't want to short it is because of how the SPY is today. What's up, Skynet? What's up, man? Yeah, man. You want to see Mitch too? We got Mitch here too, bro.
What's up? What's up?
Hold on,
How we doing?
Let me find him. We got Skynet in here.
What's up? What's up?
Excited that we revealed our face, he says. Here, I'll throw Mitch up. Look, here's Mitch.
What's going on? How we doing, traders?
Yeah,
Just watching this TVIX life.
I'll probably be done for the day. Yesterday was an okay day. Today is a $12 loss, and I don't see anything else I really like. I'm definitely more comfortable with short plays, and so, you know, with the market being as bullish as it is today, I just don't know if I really want to stick around for it. So I'll probably just leave Mitch here up, guys. $12 loss in the day, very small, yeah, you know, no stress either way. Another thing I did, Skynet, is I actually pulled my account into the profits. You can see I'm up around $500. Around $500 in this account. I'm still building it, but been doing much, much better. I might look for, the only thing I might look for is AMD for what we call a VWAP fake out bounce. If it could pull above the VWAP, and then I can risk off of that, what is that, 40 level? I might take that.
All right, getting there to the 19 again for TVIX. I might try to scalp this one up.
Yeah, I used to scalp the TVIX a ton with the SPY's movement. I used to just trade the SPY movement and then just scalp
Took it there.
All right, look, I'll get you up here. All right, guys, I'm gonna get rid of my face cam. I'm probably done for the day. I'm gonna leave Mitch up in the main screen. And so, like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the like button if you appreciate this content. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the game.
All right, guys, just scalped a little bit there. Took a little bit off to protect myself. In here at 1901s, risking off of this 81 here. Took a little bit of profit there just to at least pay myself on the scalp. I'm really trying to get it up there to 67, 60s. Because I'm expecting this to get back to VWAP here. So it needs to get some real good drive there. So I sold the majority of it really quickly, scalping it. This is the pullback pressure that I wanted to avoid, and that's why I sold some. All right, want to see a collect volume here and then rip back through 19s. Collecting some volume there. Remember, 85s is my out. Showed up there for a second. Got to be ready. Getting scooped up there. There you go. Looking good for us. Is you scalping? Is you scalping? All right, expecting a pullback here to 19s. I can go ahead and add my shares back in and try to take a swing here. If it just rips up through the 20s, just let it keep going. $20,000 shares there, 916, 1916. How we doing out there, traders? What's going on? Let me know if you're still alive in the chat.
Oh, they couldn't hear me. Oh, so I said I'm scalping with Mitch. I took 500 shares of AMD and took half off.
How
And
many
now
shares did I trade on the TVIX? Astrid, I got 500 shares there at 1901. Sold 300 immediately there at 10s.
I'm still
In
holding
the red,
50 of
Austin, no
Roku.
stress. Just focus in. Get that good last trade in. Yeah, Adrian, market definitely scary for shorts. And now things are looking a little bit better as they're flipping around, but definitely at the open, that was definitely scary.
You guys can see this, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Just trying to make sure.
All right. There's the rip through the 20s, guys.
It's interesting. I'm just watching the level 2. I'm not even looking at the chart for this.
All right. Looking for a rip into the 30s and 40s here, and I'll sell probably about majority of my shares because I'm looking for it to – remember, I'm scalping this, guys. So I want to sell quickly. It's not about being in here forever. Can't do my normal trade here. Just got to get in and out of this thing.
All right, I just took half off of both of those. I'm only holding 25 of Roku now, and on AMD I'm holding 125. So
All right, guys. Just took most of it off there.
And
Now I got $75 on the trade. Can let the rest of it work up there, see if it wants to come to VWAP. If not, just sell the rest of it on the pullback.
I am out of Roku for a $45 gain. And AMD, I'm still holding 125 shares left. Probably just going to exit that for a quick little scalping rebound on the day for me. Up 70 bucks on the day. I'll take it. Cops are after you, Mitch. I'll take it.
I see it. I see it. They're coming. Too good of a trade. I scalped it. Scalped
All
it
right.
too hard. They're coming.
Hey, you and I are scalping today, man. I scalped it too, bro. And I was able to rebound on the day. I was down I made about $80 in that scalping session just now. And on that note, I'm going to hang it up for the day, guys. Sometimes scalping's what you need to do. And,
Yeah, I mean, you have to read the market sometimes, It's not always going to be trading the same exact strategy. I think that's what beginners should do. But once you get into the game where you can trade multiple strategies, you just have to start learning how to be selective. And that's really the hard part. I think today was one of those days where the open kind of fooled a lot of people and just completely went in one direction. And if you fought that direction, you're going to pay the price a lot of the times. It happens to us all.
Yep.
You think what happens is you create what's called a theory in one direction, and then so you get the blind side of that theory, and so sometimes you will be blindsided. And so if you can respect yourself to understand where the levels should be, that's all that's really going to be important here.
Right. And what I did, guys, is I got in. I'm glad I got out of AMD. I exited right at the right point because that's what a scalp was. So, if you look at AMD here, if you look at AMD and Roku, these are the two stocks I scalped, and they were both the same patterns. So, these are what's called VWAP rejections. And so, rejection here, scalped it down to here. Rejection here, scalped it down to here. Oh, my bad.
No, I took another scalp, so I had to go in and out there, not talking about it. But
oh, no stress. But yeah, so these are both VWAP rejections for both AMD and Roku, and it's something that Mitch and I talked about in our VWAP class, which is that rejections are typically better suited for scalps. They have good risk reward. You can take them really, really quick and just scalp in and out with both of them, and so that's what they were. You done for the day, bro? If so, I'm probably gonna close this one down.
Let me see what we got here. I just want to see the reaction here from the SPY, if we're going to get a rip or if it's just going to kind of play around. If it's going to play around and not get right back above 293.03, then I'm just going to end the day. But if it can just spring out here to 294, that'll show the momentum still in the market, and I might take one more trade. Because then I think all the stocks that are at VWAP could possibly do a big VWAP bounce.
Right.
And so that's why I'm watching. I'm not even caring anymore if this is going to go down to the VWAP. If this is going to go down to the VWAP, the patterns are going to be so long that it's going to take the rest of the day for them to develop. So I'll just let it go. Just looking at if it's going to go and continuously in this bullish trend and get back above 293s here for the SPY.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also the pressure on the TVIX, guys. We saw that it kind of faked out to the top. Created a resistance there. If you wanted to, you could draw a trend line from those and kind of connect it up here, and you'll get 3 touches. And then you could kind of hold to this 1917. If it gets above that, the TVIX will be bullish. Below this into the 50s, and you could see a huge breakout on the SPY.
Yep.
Let me give it a second here.
I'm gonna go ahead and close it down for me. I know I said that last time, and then I jumped in. But Mitch, the scalping was contagious. So,
it was a good point. We knew the reversal was right there.
Right, exactly. We knew the SPY was pretty. If you look at the SPY, and really what drove me to want to get into these short was that if you look at the SPY here, the SPY made some massive moves today. These are huge moves for the SPY. The SPY went up from 280s, 287, all the way up to 294 and a half. So just massive moves in the SPY. And so when you have all that upward move, when you have that whole upward move, scalping it on the downside makes sense because like Mitch said, it just makes sense per the chart. That's what the chart's showing us is that it's extended on the upside a little bit. I'm not going to say the SPY is going to completely reverse, but I think it's going to have a short-term downswing that we could scalp and take advantage of. That's what we took advantage of. The TVIX does the opposite of what the SPY does, and so Mitch can scalp it. You scalped it on the upside or downside?
The upside.
Okay, so yeah, Mitch scalped it on the upside as the SPY was dropping. I scalped some mid-cap stocks on the downside as the SPY was dropping, and both of those are, the TVIX does the opposite. So Mitch can scalp it on the upside and take advantage of the SPY dropping down. The mid-cap stocks typically follow the SPY, and so I can scalp it on the downside. And so that's basically what we did, and it made sense, and it worked out. So, anyways, guys, go check out Trade Ideas. They do have their winter test drive going on right now, where you can get a Trade Ideas package for a week for $9, essentially, for around $9. Pretty cheap deal. $9 Trade Ideas package for a week makes tons of sense. Use the promo code BT15 to get 15% off of Trade Ideas. And a great way to help support the channel as well, guys. So use the promo code BT15 to get 15% off. Also, go check out TradeNet. They do have a sale where you can get their base package for $3.99. And that package comes with a funded account with $14,000 in buying power. It also comes with a trading course, demo account, and chat room access for less than $400. And I think you're going to hear a lot of people hate on TradeNet. But the truth is that the fact that you can get that entire bundle for so cheap makes a ton of sense for new traders. You can pay less than $400, get a decent amount of buying power, actually be able to short anything that's tradable. So you can actually short stocks, which most of the time new traders can't do. It comes with, and then it also comes with that bundle, and there's no PDT rule. And so I think it just makes tons of sense for new traders to check out. A great way for new traders to get started in the market because, again, it comes with the trading course, demo account, and chat room access, plus the funded account. And so if you want to apply to that, there's the link in the chat. I'll put them in both chats if y'all want to apply to that. But another way to do it is just take the challenge. The challenge is completely free. It doesn't cost anything. And they give you a $10,000 funded demo account for 5 days. And if you can make $500 in net profit while following the rules, you win a free package on TradeNet. And it's completely free. So at the very least, you're going to get a demo account for a few days. I'll post that link here as well. And yeah, guys, have a good day. I'm going to leave it to Mitch now. So yeah, Mitch, just text me once you're done, brother. Good work today, man. I'll see you guys later.
All right, traders, just looking here to see if the SPY is going to get back above this 293. Watching Square for a potential VWAP bounce play here. The support is off 6250, so that's going to be a key point. And as you can see, this is what I call micro and macro. If we look at the micro is a big flag, right? Big flag with a VWAP bounce potential play here. If we look at the macro, we're going to zoom out a little bit, and this is how it could completely change. If you look at the macro, you'll see that this stock was in a bearish trend yesterday and had a high bounce there to 63.22s. So that's really the resistance that we're seeing here in this stock. So what we want to see is it hold the pre-market support there and yesterday's low, which was at 62.47 here. Collect some volume there at 47.50s and get back up there to 63s. What I would like to see is this candle close and then another candle kind of test these lows and then create what's called a double bottom here. Just going to let this trade work for a little bit. It needs to create two bottoms here at the bottom so that I can go ahead and try to take this trade. Same thing I feel for MU doing a down one, down two, down three. Let it touch 80s here, collect a volume, and come right back through 44s. That's what I'll be looking for in that stock. But the real key is going to be if the SPY can get above 293s and hold here. It's going to test it here. It's going up there to 292.96. Let's see if it can get up there to 293s and hold. What's going on, traders? How we doing out there? See, so we got a couple people in the scanner chat. If you're watching us trade live and you want to go ahead and check out our scanners, we do have our scanners up right now. I'm going to go ahead and put that link up here in the live chat. You guys can go ahead and join the scanner chat also if you guys are trading at this moment. These are scanners brought to you by Trade Ideas, one of the best alert systems out there. Okay, so Square, you guys see it starting to build there again. I wanted to double bottom here at 50, so I can go ahead and risk right above here to 62.40s and give myself a shot to get back up there to 63.25s, 63s, and 63.50s. Those are kind of the three levels I'm looking at. The real key is, like I talked about, guys, is the SPY going to hold there? TVIX right back up there to 19s there, guys. Held those 1880s right back in the 19s. I could try to scalp that one up there to 1974s, but I didn't get an entry on this one. So there she goes. It was a good idea maybe for that scalp there. But hey, that's how it goes. We're getting this 50s here. We need to see these 50s hold here. Double bottom here. There you go. Switching over there. Looking good right now. All right, let it hold 42s. 42s, I'm seeing the next support. Yeah, I should try to maybe scout the TVIX in 1973s, but I'll just let that go. I wasn't paying attention to it. Was looking at stocks itself. Square breaking down there, guys. Down there to 38s now. I don't know if I even really like this anymore. It's not really setting up correctly. We need to see huge rebound bounce here off the SPY. Disney. What's up, Disney? Up one, up two, down two, up three, down three, hold, hold. All right, guys. Also looking at Apple and Disney, kind of making the same kind of chart here. Apple more of a VWAP bounce, Disney more of a pennant. All right, guys, do you guys see anything out there? Let me know. I'm about to call it a day because not seeing the hold here. SPY is holding at the VWAP, but taking forever. Longing and shorting JD, not too bad. OSTK there breaking down. Starting to see these stocks starting to hold, but it's all going to be dependent on the SPY if it wants the VWAP bounce there. Still got about 4 minutes until I'm gonna make my decision, and then I'll decide here on the 15 minute, next 15 minute on the SPY chart. If we can get a real hold of this of the VWAP here, I can try some VWAP bounce plays. If not, I'm just gonna let it go. I like Apple and Square right now the most. Might trade a big boy stock Apple. All right, let's see Apple come down to 207.73s and then fake out, not get below that. Come back up through VWAP. So now we got a down one, up one, down two, up two, creating that up three here. I want to see a down move towards the support on Apple, hold, big volume coming in, and squeeze through that level. I think we broke out there for a second there. You guys still with us? All right, look at that down move there. Next 15-minute candle there, holding for this SPY. We need to see a huge lift here. All right, guys, it's looking like I'm about to get out of here. Unless Apple wants to hold here, it's still these 80s and 70s. Square, I'm not even liking anymore. I'm going to get more on Apple. All right, guys. It looked like the move was really to scalp to the TVIX. It would have scalped that next move on the 19 breakout. We would have been able to get up here to the 1950s, 1960 area and had a huge gain for the day. Seeing this Apple hold here, the only thing that concerns me is the SPY not ripping out. I wanted to see the SPY rip out and Apple be a lagger, but it's not being a lagger. It's going almost in sync with the SPY. So not liking this pattern here. Did see a micro pattern there that looked like it was going to break down, held there at the VWAP. You could take an entry here at the VWAP and hold to the lows. It's about a 30-cent risk for a potential uh, maybe $2 gain. So it's really not too bad on the gain wise. I just don't know if the SPY is going to have enough juice here to hold the VWAP and get back up there to 294s. So I think that's going to be it for me today, guys. I'm going to take my $40, $50 up. That's 2 green days. I'll take it and just keep kind of moving in the right direction versus trying to push. Yep, that's going to be it for me, guys. Don't forget, guys, check out our website. Our website has a lot of great content. Our strategies are up there. And also, if you want to go ahead and check out trade ideas, that's how we have these great scanners up right now. These scanners are brought to you by Trade Ideas. They do have demos that you can try out. We do have a 15% discount if you want to go ahead and check them out. I think it's the best alert and trading system out there right now. It gives you tons of customizable scans and alerts that you can make them, and they're really easy to use, not complicated to get to know. Definitely check them out. But that's going to do it for me, guys. You guys take it easy. Have a good one.